Baa Baa, black sheep, have you any wool?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. 1 for my master, 1 for my dame, and 1 for the little boy that lives in our lane.
Once upon a long time ago, there was a lazy young sheep herder. He was the spoiled son of a Welsh farmer and his wife.
The farmer had taught him to herd sheep because it kept him in the fresh air and out of trouble.
Life among the sheep was dull and uninteresting to the young sheep herder until one day, when he was sleeping in the shade of a large oak tree, he was awakened by a trembling little
Baa! Baa!
And there standing beside him, looking right into his eyes and licking his cheek, was a baby lamb.
This little animal had pitch-black wool. This kind of interested the sheep herder, and he said,
"Oh, hello there. You kind of cute. You a little different than my other sheep."
Yeah, that's because I'm black.
Yeah, I can see that all right. It sounds like you're gonna talk when you kind of get a little older.
Baa! I can talk now. I've lost my way, and I want my mama.
All right, come on, Blackie. I'll find your mama for you. I'll take you to the flock.
He took Blackie in his arms and walked toward the flock of sheep that were grazing on the hillside. When he got there, Blackie struggled to get down and said excitedly,
There's Mama! Mama!
He ran to her, but funnily enough, she treated him like a stranger and wouldn't pay any attention to the poor little thing. When she walked away from him, Blackie sat there as sad as could be and cried,
Mama! Mama!
So the sheep herder felt sorry for him and said,
Blackie, come here, boy. I'll take care of you.
Blackie seemed relieved.
You'll be company for me. Come on over to my house and I'll introduce you to my mother and father. Oh, they'll be your master and dame for life. They'll just love you because you speak their language.
The farmer and his wife grew to love Blackie, and so did the neighbors. They all greeted him when he went for a walk, especially the little crippled boy that lived down by the lane.
Blackie liked him more and more every day because he realized that this boy, like himself, was born a little bit different than other young ones.
One day, the sheep herder had to leave home. His country was calling him. So Blackie became really lonesome. This made his visits more frequent to the little crippled boy. And on cold nights, he'd sit next to the little fellow and keep him warm and say,
Someday you're going to have a nice, thick, warm, black wool blanket.
As Blackie grew older, the time came when his beautiful black wool was really weighing him down. He had difficulty in walking on his 2 hind legs. So he said to his master,
I think I'll go to the barber's and get sheared.
Good idea, Blackie, but don't be gone too long.
I'll be back in 3 shakes of a lamb's tail.
So Blackie went to the barber's, and was he relieved when all that heavy wool was clipped off. The barber put the wool into 3 big bulging bags.
Blackie threw them over his shoulder and started home. On his way, he met a neighbor who said,
Baa Baa, black sheep, have you any wool?
Yes, sir, 3 bags full. 1 for my master and 1 for my dame, and 1 for the little boy that lives in our lane.
Why not give 1 bag to me? Then I can sell it in town, you see, and I'll divide the cash with you. Then we can each buy something new.
No, sirree. 1's for my master and 1's for my dame, and 1's for the little boy who lives in our lane. 1's for the little boy who lives in our lane.
Baa!
standing on the shore, so the comic books flowed by, and holding tight to the very last page was the captain who had died. Oh, this is the tale of the schooner Whale. She would leap from keel to sail.